Why, hello there, everyone. Human Vegetable here. No, I'm not dead. I've just been hibernating. But I've come out of my cave to give you a new video, to give you some quality content or something close to it, I guess. So, this was a really long time ago when this is Shogun 2, and they just came out with this DLC, Fall of the Samurai. Basically, they got all these gunner units. Okay, well, if you didn't buy the DLC, which was $15, you did not have access to these units, okay? What they are just modernized units, hundreds of years into the future. So they're futuristic units. All we have are these really ghetto swordsmen, okay? And at first we're like, what are those? Like, oh my god, like what are those? They got weird, we've never seen those symbols before. Alright, so the battle formations are being set up. Half of us go to one side and the other half go to the other side. If you intermingle your formations with your team's formation, then there can easily be a lot of confusion and it gets really annoying. Basically one thing to one thing. Okay, it's just simple. Right now, what we're doing is the first thing you do in any battle is to just assess strengths and weaknesses. So there are strengths and weaknesses, okay? Let's see. First we're going to do strengths. Firstly, they have a lot of guns, okay? A lot of guns everywhere. A lot of guns. Secondly, they're on a big-ass hill, okay? And thirdly, their flanks are covered by this artificial environment called the edge of the map. Alright? So, if we attempt to charge up this hill, okay, we're going to lose. I mean, we're going to get shot up. They're going to shoot at us from downhill. It's going to take some time to climb up this hill. And the men are going to rout and fall away. What are our strengths? Let's see. We got a lot of swordsmen, so we're heavy on melee. We have mobility. And we're not fixed. Okay, we're not fixed in position, which is their greatest weakness. Their greatest weakness is they are fixed. Our greatest weakness is we don't have any guns. They have range advantage, we have no range advantage. Right now, my whole army is here, and their general, the bodyguard, the general, is moving up for some weird reason. I don't know why. So, which is kind of funny. They don't know I have a gun unit. So what I'm going to try to do is try to bait them in a little closer. Okay, I bait them in. They don't, my units are hidden, so they can't see anything. And I open fire, and they lose so many units. And that was the end of the first skirmish phase. But again, they have superior high ground, they have this massive range advantage. There's almost nothing we can do. So I thought about it for about 10 minutes, and then I had a multi-point plan, okay, in order to bait them in and manipulate them. And I was able to do this because I was able to pry information from them. They gave me too much information. They taunted me by saying, oh, we're going to go watch a movie. Oh, I'm going to get some chores done. But, you know, you're saying too much, and it's a weakness. You're telling me you're not attentive, okay? And what that means is we can drag this out, okay? We can wait until either their mothers tell them they got to go to school or whatever. Or, okay, or we take action. We're going to take action because it's boring to just wait and win by default. So, my first plan is to move all of my units from here to the center of the map right here. And we're going to make a mad dash for here, okay? We're going to attempt to cross this gap, and we're going to use the fact that they're very inattentive, assuming that it's true, okay, to cross this map without them really doing much. And at the same time, we're going to leave some units behind here so that they don't shift all their forces and concentrate them on one flank. Okay? Right now, Firemagzz is skirmishing with them. The archers have a slightly greater range advantage than the gunners, but I told them not to because we will have to... Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot of people dead. I told them we will need those archers. They are key. They are key to my master plan. So right now, Firemagzz is skirmishing with them. The enemy is losing a lot of units, but Firemagzz has the range advantage and the forest advantage. The trees actually help soak up some of the bullets. It's quite bizarre that they're actually moving off of the high ground. So, in a sense, our bait was very successful. Honestly, Firemagzz should have kept engaging, but I guess he's really scared of this Kyoto police spearman. Okay, I'm attempting to skirmish with them just a little bit with my matchlock warrior monks. They have very good range. Very good hits. Man, they got a lot of these gunners, man. I have no idea what I was doing. Oh.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
I'm pretty sure I would never do this. Maybe I... Okay, I guess I have. Oh, okay, I guess I was baiting him. Oh, and another thing about these downhill charges is, this hill is that when you're above them, you can actually, they'll shoot, and you see they actually shoot their own men. You see, so there's a bit of benefit to doing that. But I lost way too many units. Way too many units. It's not a very good thing. That's the end of that skirmish. Alright, so here I begin the Great Migration. Okay? What I do is move most of my army here to this forested area. I make a mad dash here to this forested area. Alright, hopefully they don't know how to count. That's how I'm basing my plan off of, that they can't count, okay? Because if they count that 20 unit cards have moved up, that means there's nothing here, okay? But, you know, I'm relying on their stupidity, basically, and their inattentiveness. So here I've begun blobbing up a bunch of units and pushing them forward, so it looks a lot smaller than it appears to be, okay? It's a little hard to count the flags, too. So the migration was successful. Most of my army is there. But I've left one behind here, okay? So I can move him back and forth, and they'll think that something is there. You know, at least they're gonna think, oh, my entire army is there. They actually do believe this. You'll see that with the way they react and the way they move, you can tell that they believe that there's a significant force hiding in this forest, but no, it's just one unit card. So, now that we've successfully did this migration, we can see that they're still guarding. They're using half their enemy forces to guard one unit. And that's a complete misallocation of resources. They're literally using half their army to guard 5% of the enemy force. Okay? And I thought this... My friend and I started crying a little bit because this was comical. This was comical, if only they knew. And these guys can't reload so fast, so you'll see that what we're going to do is we're going to attempt a massive push on the right flank, okay? That's our master plan. Basically, they can't fire and kill all of us, alright? But before we do that, we need to soften the blow a little bit. And that's where the archer bait comes in, Okay? Basically, we have their archers. We fire on their archers. No, they're gunners. Their gunners can't fire on us, so they bring their archers up to fire on us. And then we charge with everything when their archers are in front of their gunners. Their gunners will shoot through their own archers to get through us, okay? It's a kind of buffer. Okay, so here's the first phase of our plan, okay? In the case of all this infighting, there's going to be a lot of friendly fire on their part. And now the second part of our plan, we are going to attack their extreme right flank. Because if you go down the center, everyone's going to be able to attack you. If you just attack, let's say, an edge, their flank, then maybe half their gunners will be able to attack you. The center and the one on the flank. So here we go. We're starting the massive, ridiculous charge up front. Now, I've seen this replay before.
Our general has been injured, my lord. He lives, but must leave the battle.
I've seen this replay before, and it is corrupt. So, we ended up losing. And I was surprised, because I know I'm not delusional or insane, because we won this battle. Once we locked in with them, all their... most of their advantages were taken away. For instance, the fact that they have literally almost no melee units. Okay? And their units can't fight melee that well. So... if you have no Dachi Samurai, the samurai that actually can charge with the Banzai, which gives them unbreakable morale, that's even better. So again, we've engaged with them. And now the enemy force is like, you know, they're still not using all of their melee troops because of that one unit right there. Which, by the way, is heavily damaged. They can't really do much.
Our men are running from the battlefield! A shameful display!
I mean, this replay is clearly corrupt. My partner is not that idiotic. He wouldn't just leave an excess of melee reserves in the rear. Nor would I have my general just die within the first few minutes of the battle. Oh, alright. Again, you know, I'm utilizing my units as well. That are... you gotta make sure you don't idle too much. It's very difficult to play Shogun 2 because you have to multitask a lot. So it's best to have your camera fixed in one position. It's one less thing to multitask. Humans are not very good at multitasking, so you have to minimize the multitasking. Or else you'll be doing a lot of this. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. You know, it's just too much for some people. Even me. And I've played this game a lot. See, that's this isn't what happened. This replay is corrupt, I'm telling you. And I'm being serious. I'm being serious. We won this battle.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
Ah, nuts. Close enough. And of course we lose because this replay is horribly corrupt. Okay, you'll see that my partner did things he shouldn't have. I've done things I shouldn't have because this replay is horribly corrupt. Just like Rome 2's replay system is corrupt. Like, for instance, you can't pause for some reason, or the battle lasted 3 minutes, even though it clearly lasted longer than that. Like, the replay will just abruptly stop for some weird reason. We didn't lose, I'm telling you, alright? Well, thanks for watching. And I'm not dead, okay?